Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today we're going to talk about American politics, and we're going to talk about the July 13th attempt on President Donald Trump. All right. So first of all, let me get my condolences to everyone who was harmed, and my condolences, harmed or worse, and their families, and to President Trump and his family. All right. Just wanted to say that right out of the gate. All right. Also, I'm gonna give you a heads up. I'm gonna come at this from my perspective and the things that, and I'm just gonna give you my take on it, my humble opinion on the July 13th attempt on Donald Trump. So first of all, I'm telling you, you're gonna hear some outlandish takes on this, right? And one of them right out of the gate was I knew people were, and I think it's already started, but people were like, "Oh, this was crafted. This was crafted by the right because it would help President Trump." And I can tell you right now, I don't believe that for 1 second. I think this is very genuine. This was a real event. There was no black flag here. There was. This is extremely real, right? Why? Why do I think that? Well, you come to Scott Garabay's channel for unique takes. Here it is. It's you need to understand this. You need to play. You need to have. So I started playing Magic the Gathering in 1993, which means that Magic the Gathering is now 31 years old, right? And there's a term that every Magic the Gathering serious player knows, and that is win more, right? And what is win more? It's a bad tactic in Magic the Gathering. So in Magic the Gathering, you have to reduce your opponent to 0 life, right? And basically, if you're doing it well, you reduce your opponent to, -1, maybe -2, -3 on the last strike, right? But there are players who oh, hey, I beat you and you're at -18. I almost took your entire life, your starting life point again. And people are like, that's win more. You didn't need to win like that, right? And so basically, there was no incentive for the right to craft this event, to fake it. And the reason why was they had already won. The Biden replacement talk was at a furor. It was at an absolute peak, right? President Donald Trump already had this locked. It was 100% locked, right? So one, I think this event was real. I think terrible people crafted a terrible plan and then executed it, and we are where we are now. Second, this did not surprise me that this happened in my home state, right here in Pennsylvania, right? Now, why is that? Well, a lot of people sleep on Pennsylvania, and a lot of people sleep on Philadelphia, but don't sleep on Pennsylvania. We are critical in the history of America. I go into the city, and I see exactly where the Constitution was crafted, right? Like, all the dudes were here, right? Like, Pennsylvania is about American history. We are critically important to the history of America. And this, if you don't know it, you're looking at history, right? This attempt, the July 13th attempt on President Donald Trump is history in the making, all right? Him surging up against, the Secret Service that were trying to hold him down, to make sure the American people saw that he was all right, and to defiantly shake his fist at the person who had attempted to harm him. That's America. That's like bald eagle courage right there. You're looking at, this will be remembered in American history. And again, all of this was so not needed. President Trump was already the most notorious president. He was notorious BIG as a president, right? He was notorious, right? This is just gonna make him even more memorable and notable, right? And all the bad will that had come to President Donald Trump, in my opinion, rightfully, half of it, 3/4 of it, maybe 90% is already swept away, right? Because the person who did this has made him, at minimum, look like a hero, right? So it is wild. The person who attempted this, man, did they accomplish the exact opposite of what they were attempting to do. Absolutely astonishing. Absolutely astonishing. So I am a political wonk. I live for this stuff, to see these events happen. right? And you're like, well, why would you want this event to happen? Well, I'm glad that President Donald Trump is okay, right? Like, he was wounded, but you know, those who wished upon his downfall, they are in ruin today. If you wished upon the downfall of President Donald Trump, today you are in ruin. President Donald Trump overcame the evil that came for him, all right? And this is the last thing I'm going to say. What does July 13th, the attempt on July 13th, tell us about the election, right? We're all trying to decide who to vote for. I actually think the July 13th attempt on Donald Trump helps me to know who to vote for. One candidate's covered in crimson, one candidate's covered in confusion. I know which one I'm voting for. Do you? Every single word you just heard is my humble opinion. Absolutely nothing more, absolutely nothing less. What's important is when I hear your humble opinion about the July 13th attempt on President Donald Trump in the comments below, and any other red, white, and blue American Eagle topic you would like to discuss. Please consider liking and subscribing, and have a fetch millennium.